Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the Pininfarina Battista in multiplayer in Asphalt 9 for the third time now, I think it is, and now I am doing at 6 stars fully maxed because there is a unlimited fuel season with this car. As I've said in previous multiplayer videos, I'm very glad that Gameloft has been doing these unlimited fuel seasons in these extremely good cars that a lot of people don't have maxed because number one, it gives people the opportunity to drive these cars when they usually wouldn't be able to otherwise, and it gives them an incentive to go for these cars if Gameloft ever brings them back, or to star them up if they have the cars already but not at very high stars. For example, my Battista is at 2 stars, and I gotta say, it is a lot better at max. I hope sometime in the future Gameloft either reruns the events for this car and the other ones that we were not able to get to very many stars, like the Senna and the Zenvo for example, or provides some other way to get blueprints for them. And I'm sure most other people who have these cars at very low stars would like to as well, especially after driving them at very high stars. Also recently they had another Ghost season, and now there's one with multiple cars, but the Bugatti Chiron is the top one. Now, it's not regulated to max, but I think a lot of people are going to have fun in that season. I got a comment on one of my more recent multiplayer videos of somebody saying that an unlimited fuel Just Ghost season would be really cool. And yeah, that's the one that I really most want to see right now. In this video is a compilation of 8 races that I got in this Battista. Now, since my previous video, there has been quite a few things actually that have happened in the Asphalt community. For the first thing, well, the Rimac event ended, and I got a lot of pretty interesting comments on the video that I made about that event. Most people, I think, agreed with me that it was a pretty successful event. However, a lot of people did not have as good of luck as I did, and were forced to grind the hazard level 2 more so than I had initially thought. So I'm sorry to everyone who had to grind a bit more than I did in the event. I'm not sure why Gameloft made it so that it would cut so close, but at least everyone could agree that it was a lot better than the Jesco event and that it was a step in the right direction. So that ended, and also the multiplayer season was extended because I think the update was delayed or something, and the annoying thing is they did not even increase the rewards. Now I'm thinking, why not just let the season finish and make another season with rewards? Like, why do you have to extend the one? That just, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't really play the Rush season much anyway because I find it to be pretty boring. Currently, I'm still sitting at 1500 rating, haven't played it in like 2 weeks just because, well, there's not too much of a reason to, especially when the secondary seasons are getting so much better recently. Also, a new update did indeed drop for Asphalt 8 a couple of days ago with the Infinity Black S Special Edition and a couple of other cars. Now, I have been sick for the past week or so, but I do still plan to make a video about that. So let's talk about the Battista itself for a little while. It does actually have the best acceleration in the game, with the Rimac coming in a close second. And testing it at max, this is literally the fastest you can start up in Asphalt 9. At max, its nitro, handling, and drifting are all pretty good, if not the most amazing, but its top speed is actually its weakest point, because it can go 238 miles per hour. This is a pretty equivalent speed to some high-end B and A class cars and some low-end S class ones, like say the Egoista, which is also a very acceleration-focused car. So I'm not entirely sure where this car will go on my next best and worst cars in each class list video, which I currently plan on updating after the cars in the next update. So I do it every 5-6 months or something, every few updates, so that I don't do it too often, but that it keeps up to date enough so that people have one just a few months back at most. Currently, there is a Scalo Ortega car hunt going on in Asphalt 9. I will probably try to star that up a bit because currently I only have it at 2 out of 4 stars because I didn't really go for it much when it first came out. There's also a Corvette car hunt riot going on, meaning that there was just a car hunt for that, meaning that there are now going to be even more 5-star Corvettes running around in multiplayer. If you have been on the Asphalt 9 subreddit for very long, you know they kind of hate that car because it is just too easy to drive and a bunch of people spam it in multiplayer because of all the car hunts the Gameloft has done for it, and it just seems very overused. I can imagine that along the same lines, if it ever becomes easy to obtain lots of blueprints for, say, the McLaren Senna or the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, both of which are extremely easy to drive as well and agile, that the same things will happen with those cars. Although I can't imagine that happening for very long. So we come up to the end of this race in first place after a pretty close time near the beginning. Now, as always in these seasons with just one car, I don't show the race details at the end because, well, everybody's in exactly the same thing. Hopefully my voice is better in a few more days so I can do more commentary and enjoy these races. So now it's time for my general review about this car. I would probably put it in like mid to upper S-class-ish. While it's not too fast and its top speed is definitely its weakest point, it's a very agile car. I think that it's going to be a lot better for multiplayer than it will be for events, because its good acceleration allows it to get ahead in the beginning in multiplayer, and its good nitro efficiency and handling make it easy to drive and a pretty forgiving one if you make mistakes. And here we take the victory. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video if you have enjoyed and consider subscribing for more Asphalt and other games content. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.